What's up, guys? It's Yadik here, and welcome back to another Hollow Knight video. This is now episode 16 of this series, and in the last episode, we actually went and explored through, and went up, through Kingdom's Edge, and we got, the last of the nail arts. I'm pretty sure this one is the dash slash, I think. Where even are they? Yeah, there they are. Pretty sure we got the dash slash in the last episode. And then we also made our way up to the Coliseum of Fools. And in today's episode, we're actually going to be, if I have enough money, because they do cost money to start, or Geo. They do cost a little bit of Geo to start each of the trials, but there's 3 trials, and they each get progressively more difficult. So like here's the first one. Stop there, the trial is close to those who haven't made the proper contributions. Step over here quickly and bring your Geo with you. If there's the first one, it's like a third one, and the second, yeah. So we come to this guy. Ah, another warrior finds their way to our fair Coliseum. Ours is the final destination for all seeker trials of intense and deadly combat. All one has to do is place the mark upon the trial board of choice, and lo, the arena's gate will open. Small fee attached to each trial, I'm sure, as skilled combatant as you would. Well, the GM before you draw your nail must usually better offer you one quick word of advice. As a warrior's pet to slow here, while others like yourself wait their own trials. Strongly advise using it to rest before placing your mark. Oh, and I better no doubt face a warrior myself. Don't go judging me by our size or my current art constraint. Coliseum beckons us both. Make a contribution to answer the trial of the warrior. Yeah, 100 for the first one. It's pretty cheap. I think the last one's only like 800, so you don't really need that much to be able to do this. Farewell, the new trial is open to you. I hope your performance is spectacular. Yes, before I actually do that, I'm just gonna go check what charms I have. I may switch it up a little bit because I honestly don't remember. Then in each of the trials, you get some sort of reward and in addition to the reward, you also get a ton of Geo for doing each one. I was gonna take Group Song off, but I think it's probably actually one of the best ones that I can have on the current moment. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna take that off and put Spell Twister on. And also, if you come over here, there's a little secret right here. And it results in there's a hot spring here, so you can fill up your soul before you start the trials. Yeah, so I'll probably do the first 2 in this episode today, depending on how much time each one takes. Because the third one is pretty difficult, because I haven't even beaten it on my main file yet. So yeah, I'll probably eventually come back and do that for the trial of the warrior. Fight with Geo and a charm notch placed in market begin the trial. Yes, we'll get another charm notch if we complete this one. I meant to press yes on there. There we go. So you know, you can go walk out that way still for some reason, but they lock you, so you can't go back down to the bench or anything. You have to go forward. Coliseum of Fools. Yeah, so basically, like the little, basically, they have to spawn in enemies. And there's gonna be a lot of enemies that we have not seen before in this place. Like starting off with these guys. If you noticed, whenever I killed the first one, the hunter thing activated. It's probably take a bit longer than what I normally do this in, because normally I have like the best nail and like really good charms and everything. Yeah, just gonna heal up. Never seen them do that. There we go. There's another new enemy. Yeah, so those guys, the little purple guys that we just fought, those are actually slightly stronger versions of the boulders, or roly-polies, as I like to call them. There we go. Yeah, make sure you're always using your spells, because the spells are very important. And here are the primal aspects that I'm pretty sure I talked about in the last episode, where they basically, it feels like they have homing. Sometimes they'll just like home in on you. I mean, it's probably just like being bad and not dodging correctly. Okay, I'm taking a lot of damage. Yes, and here you actually get to see the attacks of these guys. Basically, they just like throw their little boomerang things. Yeah, and then they spawn another one down there. So there we go. I just actually use the knockback of the Sending Dart to knock them off. And one more should do it. One more. Actually good. Nail shot. There we go. Or dash slash. Yeah, make sure whenever there's a shaking platform, make sure you just get off there immediately. Yeah, it's this part. Can't actually hit at the Great Slash State platforms. And if you hit those boulders down, actually just get like activated and then move up. That spell just feels so weak on now because I don't have the upgraded version of it. There we go. I guess the stuff below me got run away. There we go. I think maybe they have a... Yeah, they have a Ventfly King mini-boss here. Yeah, so you know the boss is not that strong if they use it as a, like a halfway point in another thing. There we go, see? It's extreme. If you thought he was easy the first time, now it's just gonna be even easier, unless you like, somehow got here with no, basically, without getting much more upgrades. One should die. I should be good. There we go. Got two with one slash. Yeah, this is the main reason I equipped the Spell Twister. That one. Is because instead of just being able to use like 3 spells, or technically 4 if I have max soul, I don't know what the exact conversion is, but I know you can use like way more. Yeah. Yeah, so I just used 2 spells and I still had like almost all of my soul left. Yeah, so just be careful when those guys, they will explode, and basically just like float around randomly, dropping infection. Almost forgot that they explode. Yeah, and they can also sometimes take each other out, so there's a big group of them right next to each other. You can actually... Okay, I think we're actually almost done already. Because I don't think this is another, halfway through, like, a set mini boss area. I think this is literally just the actual, like... Once we somehow died a double Gluz mother. Or Bruise mother. So pretty sure that's it. We have to fight double Gluz mother. Yeah, rain the Geo down. If you thought we got a lot of Geo in the last episode, just you wait. Yeah, so basically 800. Well, probably more because I picked up like 200 before that. And then we get our Charm Notch. And then they open the gate and let us out. Yes, now we're gonna go back. Equip another charm, probably one of the notch ones, and then we'll do the second. Or at least attempt to do the second one. Yeah, so here we are. Charm Notch. I'm probably gonna equip Spore Shroom, just because whenever I take damage, I'll release, or whenever I heal after taking damage, I'll expel the poison shroom gas. It'll kill a couple. It probably won't kill, but I always forget that you have to go talk to this guy. Yeah, try the Conqueror is 450. Yeah, basically and you don't have to pay every time you attempt them. It's just the very first time. So eventually you're gonna get your money back. Fight for Geo on a rare metal. That rare metal, if you haven't already guessed, is actually pale ore. And I think. I'll quickly check before we actually go into the main part of the Coliseum. I think after we get that, depending on how much Geo we have, which I'm pretty sure we'll have enough, seeing as we already have 2,000. Yeah, we already have 1 pair of ore, so if I am successful in this, I'll be able to go upgrade my nail to the second best tier, I think. I think it's the second best tier, or maybe the third best or something. Pretty sure second best. Another new enemy. So basically just charge at you or like randomly slash. These guys are basically just like the flying sentry guys in the City of Tears. Alright, I got both. Yeah, if you see there's the poisonous gas. Yeah, so those guys that I just killed like immediately are basically, if you're in Green Path, there's like the green looking Eventually guys, these are basically stronger versions of those. Wow, we spawned him right in the gas. That's good. Thought before anyone trying to should die from that. Yeah, there we go. Not quite sure why they give me so many more platforms now. Okay, that wasn't as bad. Didn't really need to turn around there. Just gonna weaken the guy over there just because. Sorry if I'm not talking as much. It's probably just because I'm trying not to die here. I mean, obviously dying doesn't really have any permanent consequence because there's actually a room off to the right of where the bench is that you don't like lose your shade. You don't have to come back and get to the right same wave. You have to get your shade back. They just spawn it in the room to the left of the bench, actually. Finally got rid of that wave. That was just annoying. And sometimes you don't even have to get off the shaking platforms. You can just, yeah. So this wave is basically just jump off the sides and then dash back. Because they just spawn a ton of the explosive bellflies. You need to try and not get hit by it. Oh yeah, I forgot this one has, or this trial has the very annoying Kingdom's Edge enemies. Don't really know if that was necessary. And obviously there's no real way to cheat with this guy because there's no like there's no terrain here, just the flat ground. Oh, I got him. just really don't have to deal with him. Yeah, for some reason Spell Twister, it makes it cheaper to use basically anything except for healing. This is a Club Mimic. I'm pretty sure we've ran into one before. But if you didn't see that episode, or if you just haven't ran into one ever. Basically, it just looks like there's a little grub in their cage, but then you break it, and that thing comes out. You gotta be careful with these guys. Sometimes they can predict your movement pretty well. Notice if you want, you can just, I mean, obviously you can't really do that because I have this portion. I don't really know why I tried to use the... Yeah. Gonna get that guy weakened. With the spores for him. Yes, if you see, if just continuously enemies spawn, the spore stream can actually be pretty good. It just constantly takes out enemies. Most of the time, unless the enemy is extremely weak, like one of the, like, very early game, like a Vengefly or something, or like a Crawlid. One of the very early game, like Forgotten Crossroads enemies. Alright, yo, can I have like the ground again, please, so I can heal? I understand I have more health to spare, but I prefer not to have to heal for like all my health. There we go. Yeah, even like the armored squits or whatever they're called aren't even that hard to deal with. If you can get rid of the wing flying guy, this wave is like it's immensely easier. I think we should almost be close. Okay, here we go. An enemy. Basically, they just shoot four direction. They just shoot in diagonal. So as long as you don't diagonal from them, which can be sometimes hard to see if you're going to be diagonal or not. Because there's just so many. Especially if they're up a corner like this. Yeah, I'm just gonna take a turn to heal, yeah, the best thing to do here, like I wasn't doing it before, but... Okay, I never thought there was this many of them in this wave, but apparently there is. Done with that wave? Thank you. Finally. But of course, they just have to give more of the same. I think if they would have made the trials longer. I mean, if you saw like the first trial, I mean, maybe that one could like basically just like bump the first trial up to the length of this one, and then bump this trial up to the length of the third one, and make the third one longer. Because sometimes it feels like you aren't doing enough in the waves. Okay, so here we have the boss of the second trial. Just be careful. Whenever they're shooting, I mean, you probably can go for an attack, but just be aware that you may get hit. Gotta sit down. And also, once you take out one, the other one gets enraged, so just... Yeah, like that. And that one I haven't hit at all, so I'm basically going to have to get rid of all of its health wow, it's shooting faster and everything. Okay, I really need to stop getting hit so much. I really don't have to do this whole thing again. It's not even that hard, just a lot of time to be spending. Okay, so how are you, like, honestly? Okay, just gonna heal up a little bit more. Like, I understand I was hitting you with the weak spell, but still. Thank you, finally. Jeez. Yeah, those bosses can actually be pretty difficult. It's gonna come stand over here and try and collect the least amount of money possible so I can just get a total. Okay, I collected 5. 2,000. Yeah, that's a lot of geo. Then we get a piece of pale ore. And then we get to go free. Alright, so I'm gonna head down to the bench. And then just quickly heal up. And then I will probably find my way to this nearest stag station, which I actually have. I guess would be King Station. Yeah, King Station's probably the closest. Actually, no, we could go to the let's go all the way left and then go up to Resting Grounds. That'd be way faster. Actually, we didn't even have to go to a stag station. We can just go down. Yeah, okay. I'm explaining, and you probably have no idea what I'm saying. Basically, I'm just gonna go down and then head to where we entered through King Station, and then just go left from there. So yeah, and just go all the way over to the nailsmith. And once we make it to the nailsmith, and I upgrade my nail again, because obviously it's not gonna cost 4,000. That'd just be ridiculous. But once we get there. Once we get there, I'll probably just end the episode there, or maybe. Actually, okay, let me come up here for a second. Do I have any relics? Because if I have any relics, I can go over to the relics. Yeah, I have a ton of relics, so. Then next episode, after this one, we'll probably actually be going on a bit of a spending spree. Heal in here. I might head over to Salubra's place and check to see if I bought all the charms from her. Basically, for Kingdom's Edge, what I do to get down faster is literally just... wait a second. Like, I know I've seen this before, but I think that is Tiso right there. Why? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Tiso. The guy that was all like, oh, I'm a great warrior. Not Zote, but the other guy that was standing by the well leading down to the crossroads. Because he's like, oh, I seek a challenge. And then he came here looking for the Coliseum, and then that happened, I guess. That was a pretty fast fall. There we go, yeah, right here. Okay. Oh, that's unfortunate. I'll just quickly go pop up to the bench by the stag. Use that. Click. Yeah, so I'll probably on my way to the nail smith, I'll stop by the relic seeker. Sell all my relics, because I know I'll probably have a lot of money's worth. Probably, that's like probably, like, I think it's around 1400 or something, if I remember the numbers right. 400 to, yeah, it's around 1400, I guess. Something like that. So we're gonna have 5,700, I think. I'm just gonna not bother fighting anybody because I don't really need to. Gonna hit that guy for a little bit of soul. There's the path down to Ancient Basin, which we won't really need to use again. Except, of course, attacking the harder version of the broken vessel. Because remember, after we get the Monarch Wings, you could see that the broken vessel's body was there, and it had like the dream particles coming off of it. That means that you can challenge them again, and that'd be a bit harder. Okay. Unless there is a faster way to move than just spamming dash. I mean, there are two charms that make your dash, you dash, and, just your ship sprint 6 feet faster, but I don't want to have to use, like, because that's like 3 slots, I think, if you equip both of them. I think it's like 2 or 3 slots. So I don't want to have to use charm notches to be able to move faster, but... So here we are, another spam A fest. At least this one didn't last that long, so I only had like 6 things, but yes, 6,214, well. Just gonna go ahead and launch from here. Yeah, so like, I'm pretty sure we're going to get the second vest now, but and I know the third one requires like 3, the best one requires 3 pale ore. Like, I don't really remember 3 other spots where you get pale ore. I remember before we were trying to get up here, but there's literally nothing even up here. I mean, it's a slightly faster way if you just dash this, if you use crystal dash to get straight into the neosmith's place, but... Alright. Return to see if some pale ore if I find metal. Give me that orange subdue for my efforts to reforge your nail. Give 2 pale ore and geo strength nail for 2,000. Well. As you shall go to work then. Here we are, the reforging is complete. We've modified the nail to spiral form a very tricky chance it was. You'll find it stronger than ever before. I figure I'll cut your way forward. Yes, now we have the coiled nail. Which is the second best, and then so here's something else you want. Remove me 3 pieces of pale ore I could forge into and make it so stronger, yeah. So yeah. Okay, we also have a separate key which we are going to be needing in the next episode actually, so yeah, coiled nail. Did not mean to press that, but I'm just gonna go out here and test it against these enemies real quick, because I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you can one-shot those guys now. I don't know if I could before, but I know you definitely can't now. Yeah, so now basically, unless like, except with like the super strong enemies, or the stronger guys, like those guys I can 2-shot now. Remember whenever we first came through the city of Tears, they were like a 6-shot or something. Yeah, hit them for 6. Hit them like 6 times or something. Yeah, it was pretty bad. Alright, so I'm actually just gonna go to the area that we're heading to in the next episode. Not actually into the full spot. I'm just gonna go outside of where I'm going to be heading next episode. I don't end it there. There we go. Alright, so that'll be it for this episode. If you enjoyed this episode of Hollow Knight, please hit the like button. If you didn't enjoy it, please hit the dislike button. Either way, it'd be great to support my channel. And if you really, really enjoy this episode, please hit the subscribe button. And that'll be it for this episode. See you guys in the next one.